Y'all okay out there? Good morning, my people. Let's get rid of that music and say good morning. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? It's Wednesday. I tell you, it's Wednesday. Hallelujah. We made it. Let's get that pumpkin soup around me. I'm about to be surrounded by pumpkin soup. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm in the bowl. You see, I'm in the bowl. You see, I'm in the bowl. That's how I'm going to be when I'm finished with this soup. I'm going to be in the bowl. Good morning, or good afternoon, good evening. If you're watching the show for the first time and you're tuned into Bahamian Vegan Show, always fast forward at least 5 minutes in, at least 6 minutes in, maybe 10 minutes in. That's when the show actually begins. This is just my opportunity to greet my VIPs, my friends, my family, and I just want to say thank you for joining. Let me know where you're joining from this morning. Good morning, Yvonne Brown. Good morning. Thank you for another great recipe. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is so beautiful of you to say that. Thank you kindly. Whew, I just came out of exercise class as normal. I come to you right after I'm finished teaching my class or finish exercising, which is normally I finish teaching my class. I think I'm still thirsty. Mm. We are doing pumpkin soup. Woo! Let me start getting our onions and what have you in the pot while I chat with you guys. How are you doing? If you are just watching for the first time, then please do me the favor of sharing the live, sharing on your page. I'm so happy when I go back to my Facebook page and I see how many of you actually send that share, take that share button, you smash it and you share it. I am grateful. But you know who's more grateful? It's God. Because I'm just sharing with you what He has taught me. And it's all about healthy living, all about healthy lifestyle. So, hi, Melbourne. Good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning? How's it going? Let me know. Let me know. We're making pumpkin soup. Let me grab my pot, bring it on over here, bring it over here. So all these things going in my pumpkin soup, you can't see them. Hey, let me just put my camera down just a tad bit, just a tad bit, just a tad bit, so you can. Oh, there you go. That's better. So how my hair get cut off? It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Good morning. Watching from the Bahamas. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sending the likes and the love. I want to see those likes and loves and share and all that kind of good stuff. Let me go over to Facebook and do some housekeeping. While I was tuning in, I unfortunately was trying to get some cornbread in the oven. I'm making this soup this morning for my aunt Celeste Lockhart. Here's a shout out to my auntie Celeste Lockhart. We spent about 2 hours together yesterday talking, and I told her what I was making this morning, and I have her pot. I'm gonna fill her pot. Look, I came home with her pot. I came home with her pot. So I'm gonna fill that this morning with some soup. When it comes to healthy eating, I know it's such a challenge for a lot of us, because we find it maybe expensive, um, so much easier to eat foods that are probably, cheaper. But in the long run, it's not. It's not. Think about it. In the long run, it's far cheaper, right? It's far cheaper to do what? To simply, okay, there we go. It's far cheaper, and I'm not cutting them any special way. They're just going in. It's far cheaper to eat healthy, right? Eat healthy. So in this soup, of course, you can go over to somethingbettertoday.com, and there you'll see pumpkin soup. I'm going to rename it to the same name that we have on our show today, creamy vegan pumpkin soup. Just haven't had a chance to go there yet. Uh-oh. Hey, uh-oh. My pumpkin, my garlic went flying. But I was trying to do four one time. Miss Ambitious herself. So if you're just joining for the first time, I am Marlene and I live in the Bahamas. I often tell people I live where you vacation. All right. Because I live in Nassau, and many of you who are watching You may have come here on a cruise, or you may have come here to Atlantis or wherever. And remember, when you come again, look me up, okay? So you can be on one of my shows if you don't live here in Nassau. So in my soup, I'm putting boniato potato, carrots, cassava, lima beans, and of course pumpkin. Hey, I mean, Jesus, it's a pumpkin soup. Gotta have pumpkin. So my pumpkin, let me tell you what I do with my pumpkin to get the flavor that you're looking for. All right. The flavor is so super important. If you're looking for good flavor, you want to roast your pumpkin. You do not want to boil your pumpkin. All right. I had a friend, a lady, friend of mine, who came by my store one day, and she saw me struggling peeling my pumpkin. And she said, Marlene, what are you doing? And I said, I'm peeling my pumpkin for tomorrow's soup. She said, No, love, just roast the pumpkin with the skin. I was like, Huh? So look at what I did and have been doing for years and years now. Roasted the pumpkin in its skin. That is so good. Mm, yum. Let's get these garlic in here. Nothing like garlic to make things taste better. Isn't that the truth? That's true. All right, let's get it in here. I want to just do a shout out this morning or today to some friends who are watching. Oh, we got South Andrews in the house. That is cool. Miss Melbourne lives in South Andrews. That is so cool. I used to come to South Andrews as a little girl. I have all the proof to show you I on my legs. I got all the raisins. You know what I mean, right? Got bitten with those mosquitoes, and those mosquitoes just loved on me. Okay, so there we go. Let's get that in there. Grab some water in our kettle. So we're trying to get our pumpkin soup ready because my aunt's son's supposed to come for 10 o'clock. Hey, 10 o'clock this morning. 10 o'clock. All right, let's get some water in there. So in here I have my onions and my garlic. I'm going to add some bay leaves if I can find my container. Man, when she opened her cupboard yesterday, it was so organized. I said, lady, you're making me feel all bad. But you know, my space is so limited. So I put some bay leaves in there. And let's get some water. So I'm going to take you to the pot in just a bit. Of course, there's nothing going on right now except water and onions. And I'm putting enough water in there to boil my carrots and my cabbage. Of course, I'm going to put a little cabbage in there. All right. So I have my pumpkin. I'm going to show you what I normally do with my pumpkin. In my pot, I'm going to add my coconut milk just a little later on. I won't add it just yet because I want that to come to a boil and I want it to boil quickly so we can make sure that the soup finishes rapidly. All right. Let's turn on this fan because you know my fan fights with the stove. Watching. That's so beautiful. Remember, you don't have to buy these over and over again. There you go. Beautiful. So it won't take long before it comes to a boil. All right, great. So in my soup, I'm going, like I said, now I got to get another fan going. Give me just a second because it's hot in here. Woo, woo. Okay, there we go. I know you can hear me and you can't see me, but I'm here. I'm right here. Haven't gone anywhere. Just trying to close out some doors with my fan just going so, it seems really hot in here. So last time we were together, we did a smoothie. How many of us tried the smoothie? Anybody tried the smoothie? Anyone tried it yet? Oh, hold on. Gotta put our carrots in first. Carrots first. Let's grab a bowl so we can rinse them. Let's grab a bowl. Carrots first. Quickly peel. I have done no prepping at all because I just came out of class teaching my aerobic class, and yeah, I had no time to prep. So I'm prepping with you as my company. So talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Tell me how y'all doing. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. I love feedback. That's the teacher in me. It will never fade. It will never go away. Let's do a shout out this morning. I want to do a shout out to the crew over at Commonwealth Bank, Prince Charles, in the mortgage department. We got Anastasia, Ramming, and we have Miss Joan, sorry, Jean, Bethel. I'm saying Joan. I'm calling everybody name wrong this morning. Let me do a shout out. I saw my friend yesterday for the first time in, no, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 years, 35 years. Walks out of the bank and she's like, I'm like, wow, you know. So I do a shout out this morning to the crew at Commonwealth Bank. I want to do a shout out this morning to the crew over at the school in the White Grove, where my grandnephew and niece go. I don't remember the name of the school, but I know that they are there and they may be watching this morning. So Zaria, if you guys are watching, just put a little hey in there and I will just remind me of the name of the school. And good morning to you guys. And I say a shout out to all of our health food stores throughout Nassau. Let's do that. I don't remember all the names, but there again, y'all know who y'all are. I do a shout out to you guys this morning, right? And yeah, let's do a shout out. I like doing shout outs. Who else did I talk to? A shout out to my auntie. A shout out to my auntie in Turks and Caicos, Miss Stephanie Duncan. Let's do the shout outs. Come on, give me some names. Y'all have some people y'all want me to do shout outs to? Come on, let's do it. Send me the names. I'm going to do a shout out to those people this morning. Let's do a shout out before we start talking about the ingredients in our soup. Miss Jones said she's going to be making this soup for Sabbath. It was supposed to be very cold. Ooh, you keep that cold of New York right there. Lovely lady. Keep it right there. You know, when I lived in New York, Miss Joan, and you guys, when I lived in New York, listen, you know what? I'm thinking I should cut them smaller. When I lived in New York, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't have much of a life. I didn't have much of a life. I really didn't because I didn't like the cold, you know. Now, when it was summer, oh, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I'm trying to get this soup to cook quickly because my cousin's coming in half an hour. Half an hour. Lord of mercy. You're going to have to sit and wait. That's all. So let's get these into our pot. Good. So they're into the pot. All right. Let's get some of those comments up there. Miss Jones says she's going to make this on Sabbath. It's supposed to be cold. Just made the carob smoothie for the first for breakfast as well. Now you didn't see how it was. I guess you didn't like it. So come on, if you're watching this morning and you're watching from Facebook, send me some love, send me some likes, send me some share button, smash the share button, get the message out that the creamy vegan pumpkin soup is being done now. So this is a boniato potato. And a lot of times people are like, well, I don't like all that starch. It's carbohydrates. Your brain needs carbs. Your brain don't use fat, it don't use protein, it uses carbs. It needs sugar. All right. So there's nothing wrong with having carbs. It's just that we need to be balanced, okay? A lot of times we just not balanced. We simply continue eating, right? And we don't we eat too much of stuff. So we must have we must be temperate. That's the word I want to use. We must be temperate. All right. Let's be temperate in all things. Okay. Because when you're temperate, it means that you're not going to overeat. All right. And of course, if you overeat one day, what should you do the next day? Anybody can tell me? If you overeat one day, what should we do the next day? Anybody can tell me? Come on. I like people who answer. If you can type, I know your hands are busy too. If you overeat today, what should happen tomorrow? Anybody can tell me what do you think should happen tomorrow? Or at your next meal? Maybe you should go on a fast. You know, you should go on a fast. Yeah? This is a lot of work. Oh, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, good stuff. All right. Yeah. Get that off of there. So this is the boniato potato. Of course, the yams, the American yams would have lots of vitamin A in there, which is very good for us. I imagine that this one here has probably some C. I will check to see exactly what the vitamin content, but like I said, it's a carb, and I'm cutting them kind of big. I'm cutting down just a little because remember my time is limited. I need to call them and let them know don't come yet because it ain't ready. It's not ready at all. All right, good stuff. Coming to that comment now. So pumpkin soup is one soup that I used to sell at my little deli, and oh, I shouldn't cut them too small because then they boil away. But sometimes it takes a long time to boil, you know. Yeah, pumpkin soup is one of those soups I used to sell, and I found that um, it was one of my best sellers. All right, the lentil and the pumpkin, those were my best sellers, um, because people loved the authentic taste of pumpkin. This is boniato potato, the purple skin potato. All right, this is the boniato potato. When you make soup, you shouldn't have your soup with just broth. Honestly, it should have some food in there, unless that's all you want. All right, put some food in there. Make sure to put some food in there. I won't wash that yet, but I'm gonna add my cabbage to it. I'm gonna add my cabbage. Now I did boil these, my cassava. Mm, good stuff. Hmm. So I don't know that I'm going to use all of this. Maybe I will, because if I don't, then I may end up losing it. So I think I should. And cabbage is good. Did you know that you can do the cabbage juice? It's really good for ulcers. Anybody here has an ulcer? You take the cabbage and you make some juice out of it. It's healing for ulcers. Okay? Very healing for ulcers. All you need is like 3 shot glass amounts, like 2 ounces, 4 ounces of it. It will heal an ulcer. Okay, and you want to do that for like 2 weeks. It's very healing, very, very, very healing. I gotta make sure all this food I put in there have enough pumpkin flavor going in that soup. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of food going up in this soup, but I gotta make sure I got pumpkin flavor. You can't have pumpkin soup without the flavor. So I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna just wash all of them together. Now, to ensure that there are no parasites or whatever, I'm going to sprinkle salt, and then you simply wash it. And if there were anything in there, you would see it. You would see it coming, creeping out, creepy crawlies. Okay, there you go. And these were natively grown here in the Bahamas, in Eleuthera. Shout out to my girl in Eleuthera. Yes, let's wash them. Then we're going to get them into our soup right now. All right. Just wash them out, wash them out. Okay, beautiful. So in my pumpkin soup, I have my pumpkin. I have, of course, that I have pumpkin. I have my cassava, my beans, my sweet potato, and my carrots already in. And of course, you gotta have dumplings, right? Gotta have dumplings. Gotta have some dumplings for the Bahamians. I'm not a dumpling girl. When I was growing up, I tell them, I say, I look like dumplings. I don't need no dumpling. I say, I don't want no dumpling. I look like dumplings. One of my uncles actually used to call me pudding. Okay, so let's look at this. So then we take our blender. There we go. I want to do a shout out to Alicia this morning who left me that bag of pumpkin. She left the pumpkin in the fridge and I roasted it. She was hoping to make some pumpkin soup while she was visiting from New York. And she didn't get to. That's okay, girl. I'm making it for you. I'm gonna add my coconut milk to that. So that's a half tin of coconut milk that I'm using this morning in that recipe. I added some garlic, but I'm gonna add more. Let's add some more because that's where the flavor truly comes from for this rich recipe. Um, Garlic, salt, and guess what the other ingredient is? A little bit of maple syrup or a little brown sugar baby, and some cinnamon or coriander. So when I'm doing this, I usually sprinkle, before I bake it, I usually sprinkle some coriander or cinnamon on there to give that roasted taste even a richer, stronger flavor. All right. So I don't know that I could get any more in there, but I didn't try. Hey, we can try. I should have used my other one. I have another blender that can fit more, but Miss Marlene, her smart self, oh Lord, Miss Marlene, yeah. Anyway, hey, anyways, let's see. Let's try. Let's try. Let's bring the blender over. Let's try. So this is not. Oh, and I have plantain to go in there too. This is gonna be a real good soup. Got plantain too. Everything going in there today. We pull out the works for our loved ones. We should clean up on aisle one. Woo! So let's blend. Let's check our oven. I'm going to take you guys to see inside my oven. I've got two cornbreads baking. Two yummy cornbreads baking. So let's see if I can get the rest of that pumpkin in here. There we go. It's our pumpkin puree. All right. You always want to puree your pumpkin. A lot of carbs. Stop worrying about those carbs, Miss Jones. Work out. Work out. So, you don't have to eat everything in the soup, but it's a Bahamian pot of soup, sweet girl. I should have put Bahamian pumpkin soup. The only thing that's missing from the soup for the Bahamians would be some meat. But for me, of course, I don't do meat. But yeah, that's some carbs. We have when we eat soup though, we don't normally would have like I would probably have I won't have anything else for this. That would be it. You understand? This would be the meal. There'll be nothing else in here. Nothing at all. All right. Yeah, then it'll be something that's going to cost water to be everywhere, right? I need some water in here because it's not picking up, but I don't want it to boil over, to blend over. Oh, Lord. I have another blender. Why didn't I just pick up the other one? Let's get it all in there. Done. So to make it balanced, Miss Joan and all the others who are watching and who may watch later on, that's why I have my lima beans. Now, if you don't have lima beans, you can do lentils. The lentil is really good in there. You can put whatever beans you choose to want to add. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to mix my plantain, my dumplings. For my dumplings, I added whole wheat and white flour, a pinch of brown sugar baby, a pinch of salt, I think I have in there, and a small bit of, just a small bit of baking powder. Okay. Let's grab our spoon. Y'all know that I'm that sentimental girl, right? So I have my father's spoon. Hopefully the soup will taste just as good as his food, right? That's my daddy's spoon. My daddy's spoon. So to balance it, always remember to dumpling soup, Miss Jones. You can't have Bahamian soup without dumplings, girl. I don't eat dumplings. I'm not a dumpling. I love dumplings. I like it fried. So one day I want you to open your kitchen so we can learn how to make fried dumplings. That's what I want. I can make it, but it'd be nice to have the authentic person from Jamaica making those fried dumplings for us. So there you go. So you add a little water. This is going to be a dump because our soup is boiling, rapidly boiling. Let's try and get those dumplings in there very quickly before my cousin pull up, and then he can end up being on the show with us this morning. Let's see if we can get this done quickly, quickly, quickly. Awesome. So just enough water to make it a soft batter. Just enough. And you can make it a firm batter. That's on you. That's your choice. It's not a problem. Come with me to the stove. I'm going to just turn it like that so you can see what I'm doing. Let's push everything aside so you can see clearly. You won't see in the pot, but you'll see clearly what I'm doing. All right. I'll bring you over in a minute. All right. So there we go. So I'm going to just get that out. So the soup is boiling. I'm going to take you guys over here now because we're going to come with me in the pot. Let us go. There you go. So there goes our pot of soup. In there, like I said, we have our carrots. Now I'm adding my dumplings. And I always mix my dumpling with whole wheat and white, always. Or just whole wheat, because whole wheat is good enough for me. But because I'm making it for people, oh Lord, you see all the little dumplings. Because I'm making it for a family, I wouldn't necessarily like always add the whole wheat, but my auntie, she's health conscious, very health conscious. So I decided to mix it for her. All right. I see the comments. I'm coming right now. If you're just joining us and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, will you be so kind as to do that for us? It's Something Better Today. Then you can also visit our website where you can get the recipe for this and the other recipes that we share from time to time. I'm coming to that comment right now. There you go. You can go to somethingbettertoday.com. Hi, how are you? Thank you for the love. I'm going to try and get that name, Ajimbi. Did I get it right? Let me know. Ajimbi, did I get your name right? Do you make pumpkin soup, Ajimbi? I hope you do. If you don't, today that's what you're learning to make. Bahamian pumpkin, creamy pumpkin vegan soup. That's what we're learning to make today. So let's cover the pot. Cover the pot. Come back with me. All right. And you can stay right here at this angle where I am, and still you can, there you go. Beautiful. So let's wash this up. Let's wash up some dishes. I wish I had somebody to come wash the dishes. That would have been a good help. Do you make pumpkin soup? Have you ever made pumpkin soup before, Miss June? And my friend down in South Andros, have you guys made pumpkin soup before? And if you do, how do you make it? Share your secrets with us so I can try. And then also, my friend Mario over at, I'm trying to remember the name of his store. He said, Marlene, ask them what they want you to make. So, what do you guys want me to make? Let me know this morning. What do y'all want me to make? Come on. Talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me some of the things you'd like to see made on our breakfast show together. Because this is a breakfast show. It's Monday to Friday. Now, this coming Sunday, we have a breakfast show from 10 to 12. We'll be teaching you how to make our cheesecake. That will be in March. So for those of us who are watching later on, you can always go back and look for that show. That will be this coming weekend on Sunday. I'm going to be teaching you how to make, I haven't made up my mind on the other recipes yet, but we know we're making a cheesecake, okay, because that's one of the requests. So let's get the rest of our food in our soup quickly before my cousin comes and the soup is not ready. Then we're going to be in trouble. All right, so let's get it in. Let's get it in. So we're making pumpkin soup for those of us who are just joining. It's pumpkin soup. So there goes my cabbage and my boniato potato. I think I got too much food. I think so. But anyways, oh boy, we got a lot of food going on in there. Let me take you guys over so you can see. Wow. I'm gonna just pull back on that. I won't add that. I won't add it. I won't. I won't. I won't. So I need some water in there and bring it to a boil. I'm gonna cover it and let's bring it to a boil. Beautiful. Grab some more water. So tell me, what are some of the things you'd like to see us make? Um, Tell us some of the things you'd like to see us making on our Bahamian vegan show. It doesn't have to be Bahamian. It doesn't have to be West Indian. We will surely give it a shot. We will. And next week we go back to porridge. We're gonna have all the various porridges next week. We have millet porridge next week. We have farro, thanks to Miss Joan who's sending it all the way from New York. That is awesome. We have cornmeal porridge next week. So next week is back to porridge. Next week we are back to porridge. All right. Next week we are back to porridge. This week we are on a break from the porridge, okay? But I have a son visiting next week, and he loves porridge. So he said, "Oh, I can't wait to come and taste your porridge." Good morning. Now that's cute. Hey, now that is cute. Check that out, Miss June. Some plant-based oxtail. Woo! Some plant-based oxtail. Plant-based, plant-based. All right, there goes. All right, that's it. No more water in that soup, I don't think. Hopefully it has enough water to cook everything that's in there. So we're gonna let it come to a boil. Hopefully soon, than later. Let's do that. Beautiful. Some plant-based oxtail. Now, may I be honest, I've never had oxtail. I've never had it, so I don't even know what it tastes like. So what I would have to do, my cousin, she's vegetarian now, and Shelly, so I'll have to ask her what does it taste like, and then we'll have to create that together. All right? I've never had it, but I'm willing to try. Are you an oxtail eater? Do you like oxtail? Char? Hi, Shar. Thank you, Shar, for joining us. Do you like oxtail, Shar? I guess you do. That's why you're asking me to make it, huh? What a dumb question, Marlene. What a dumb question. Do you like oxtail? I have my oven open. I want to show you guys. Let me show you what I have in my oven. Let me show you what I got in my oven. Let's go. So I have two cornbreads baking, one for her and one for my little grandniece and nephew. So I'll just switch them around. You can't make soup. You can't make soup and not have bread to go with. So that's more starch, Miss Ju. Hey, how do you know you're really Bahamian? You eat a lot of starch. Come with me. Let's continue talking over here because there ain't nothing going on over there. All right, so our pumpkin is pureed. Our beans are here. Add them last. And I probably won't add, to be honest, I probably won't add the cat. I probably won't add it. Okay, let's move that water bottle. Okay, so if you're just joining us, we are making pumpkin soup and it's boiling on the stove, just waiting for it to come to a rapid boil so that we can add, hopefully the potatoes will cook really soon. I wish I had had time, I would have prepped it a little and then it would be parboiled. It wasn't, okay? That's A-okay. But we can chat during the time while we're waiting, couldn't we? Yeah? I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I'm having soup for breakfast this morning. So we have, oh, and we added, and we added plant. Miss Joan, everything in the soup, okay? But that's the way Bahamians cook. This is the way we cook. We put everything in there. Trying to get it up a little. We put everything in there because then it becomes a meal. It's a meal, okay? Trying to get it right. Let's see if you can still. I want my head cut off. I see the comments. I'm coming. Oh, you're not a meat eater, but I tasted some vegan oxtail in Brooklyn, and it was delicious. I would love to be able to make it. Oh, let's go online and learn. Let's do it. Everything's out there. You know, everything's out there. Hold on. Let me just wipe my table because I don't like to lean on water. Yeah, everything's available now. You know, that's the beauty of it. So I say let's try. I'm going to try. I will try, okay? I've had a lot of things, but that's one of the foods I've never had. Never had. And not because I was always vegetarian, it was because I never liked meat. Meat was not something I ever really enjoyed. My dad would say, you know, My dad would say, you know, my dad was vegetarian. My mom was not. So my daddy would prepare meals for us, but he never even tasted it. And he would just know that it was perfect. All right. So Miss Joanne says she loves oxtail. Wow, vegan oxtail. Cool. We're gonna try it. Then we have Miss Joan Delancey. Good morning. We're making pumpkin soup, sweet girl. So we're just waiting for the potatoes to boil. Hopefully they will boil in about 10 minutes or less. They took no time to boil the other day. I mean, literally they were boiling. We had to take them out of the pot. So hopefully it will boil quickly and we will be able to add the other ingredients and finish up our soup. All right. So you're not a meat eater. Where are you watching from, Char? Where are you watching from today? Let us know where you're watching, please. Let us know where you're watching from today. Miss Jones says, laugh out loud. That's interesting. Would love to taste vegan oxtail. Girl, me too. I've eaten the real thing many years ago. Wow. So you're fully plant-based. So you haven't had it in a long time. I've never had it. I know my brother-in-law, I can do a shout out to him because he loves it. LaFane, LaFane loves it. Loves it. Okay. So I'm going to open up two cameras now so you can see what's going on in our pot and you can see me and we can continue talking until our soup comes to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, and we're ready to add our other ingredients. In the meantime, we are chatting, we're learning more about each other, and we're just fellowshipping together. Good morning. How are you, Delami? I got that right? Delami. Oh, Charles watching from Hampton, Virginia. Is it cold there this morning? I want to grab my stool out of the room because I want to sit down. I've been standing up for a while teaching class, right? That's cool. Thank you for joining. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And how did you find out about our channel? Would you let us know? Please, all of us who are watching right now, let me know how you found out about the channel, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love that you said it looks delicious. Yes, thank you so much. We ain't finished yet. We're still in there. Watching from the Turks and Caicos Islands. That is beautiful. Hi. Oh, good morning. That's my girl Eugenie's sister. Am I right? Did I get it right? Did I get it right? Did I get it right? Really? Yeah. I see. Good morning. Thank you, Eugenie, for sharing the live with your sister and sharing the link. And yes, we met on my YouTube channel. Thank you. Yes, I see it. Will you please give my auntie a hug for me? That's Stephanie Duncanson. Stephanie and Blythe Duncanson, if they're there. Let me just share the live on my status. I didn't get to share it. I was so busy trying to get this soup started. We're making pumpkin soup. So far in our pot, so far in our pot, it's not too cold today, but a little cool. It's not cold, but a little cool. Oh, cool. That's good. Let me just quickly share the live with a few groups, just a few, as we chat a bit now. Okay. Um, Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. That is pretty nice. That's really nice. Thank you so much for sharing our content with your friends and family. I mean, otherwise, I'll be talking to myself. It makes no sense being here talking to yourself. So we're just happy to be able to share with you how we can just kind of get our health back. Yesterday, I visited with my auntie who I'm making the soup for right now. And she said something to me that will forever stay with me. She said, Marlene, the clock of life is wound once. And that sticks with me. That sticks with me forever and ever and ever. Just once. And so let's just do the best we can with the time we have while we're here, you know, to make the best use of it, to make the best use of it. Because otherwise, what sense would it make? Doesn't make any sense at all. Not at all. All right. So good. So I just shared it with a few. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. So let me know also. Okay, so that's one item that somebody wants us to make. They want us to do oxtail, vegan oxtail. So I'm looking at my computer to see if I can find any recipes on that. Vegan oxtail. I imagine it's a Jamaican website. How to make vegan oxtail meatless and delicious. Wow. It's right here, girl. I'm going to find out how to make that. We're going to do it together. Okay. They call it Voxtail. Voxtail. I imagine they're using, let's see here. What is vegan oxtail made from? Oh, mushrooms. This person made mushrooms. They use mushrooms. I don't do mushrooms. Yeah, I don't. Let's see if there's anything else I could use. Let's see if there's anything else I could use. Let's see. Looking for it. Mm, we'll come up with something. We'll come up with something. I'm thinking I can use something like the gluten. It'd be like a gluten base, I imagine. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So we're waiting for our pot of soup to come to a boil. And once it does, in the pot so far, what I told my group before you guys came in, we have our pumpkin, and the pumpkin is was roasted. So we roast the pumpkin, and then we turn the camera just a little bit so you can see that. So it was roasted, and then I blend it. I blend the pumpkin. So you always want to roast your pumpkin. When you're roasting your pumpkin, you want to sprinkle it with some coriander or some cinnamon and just let it roast. I cover it. I actually roasted in the my toaster oven instead of using my oven to turn the oven on. Yeah, mushrooms. Why don't I eat mushrooms? Let me share with you. When I went to I'll never forget going to UT Pines when I was studying to be a medical missionary, um, lifestyle educator. I I never liked mushrooms, so I had asked anyhow, what about mushrooms? And I was clearly informed that mushrooms are a fungus, and why do we want to eat a fungus? Now, if you're using it for medicinal purpose, there's shiitake and there's maitake, and those are great for cancer and all kinds of other immune compromised situations. So yes, of course, go ahead and use them for that purpose. But even then, you don't want to use it for more than 2 weeks at a time. So it's 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So if you're thinking of eating mushrooms, you should only use it for medicinal purposes. It should not be for everyday use because it's a fungus. It's not something that you should be consuming like that. All right. So it's not the best food. I'm sorry. And I know that there are a lot of you who love mushrooms and you will be hating on me and you'll be like, child, please forget it. I'm getting out of our channel. But it's really it's not good food. It's not. All right. For those of us who are vegan, yeah, let's see. I have a note here from another missionary. Let me see if I can find it. Mushrooms. I know that many times people call and ask that very question. What about mushrooms? What's wrong with mushrooms? You always talk about not eating mushrooms. And like I said, one, it's a fungus. Two, it's not good for us unless it's for medicinal. A fungus. Let's see if I can find that note in my phone. You can search. I don't see it. You can search for information. Unfortunately, I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. But it's not good food. All right. So let's check our pot. Let's see if it's boiling. I hope it is. I pray it is, but it's still not ready. Still not ready. I should have made that cornbread with you guys on TV, but unfortunately, I wanted it to be ready before my cousins came. But do you have any questions? Um, when it comes to things like when it comes to things like our foods that we're eating, we need to make sure that what we are consuming is the best possible food. You don't want to be eating anything that's not good. All right. And this journey, I know this morning, one of my girls in our class, she said she thought it was a little expensive at first, but then she realized, you know what, it's not as expensive as I thought it was because my health is worth far more. And if you're eating a lot of beans, it's not expensive because beans are cheap. Beans are affordable. They are really affordable. Yeah, so as far as possible, stay away from the mushrooms. Yeah, I see that. Stay away from the mushrooms. Mushrooms are not good. They're not good unless it's for medicinal purposes only. It's not for everyday use. Okay, and those would be two specific ones in particular. That'd be the shiitake and the maitake. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Maitake, maitake and shiitake or shiitake, however you want to say that. That's the two that we will be concerned with. So I have to find another way to make that vegan oxtail. All right, because I'm not gonna even taste it. I wouldn't taste it. And not only because of that, it's just I never liked the texture of mushrooms. I never liked it at all. All right, beautiful. All right. So suppose you have high cholesterol. Here's something you can do while we're waiting for our soup to come to a rapid boil so we can add our other ingredients. Let me just share some more with you. Suppose your cholesterol level is high. What are some of the things you can do? Well, you eat plant-based. That's number one. The thing about plant-based, um, you have beans, which are high in fiber. Miss June says beans are cheaper. Beans are high in fiber. Not only are they high in fiber, it's high in protein. It's a balance. It's carbs and protein, right? All in one. And because of the fiber that's found in the beans, it helps to lower your cholesterol. I met a young lady 2 days ago. She said, my cholesterol level is really high. What do I do? And I said, well, you simply need to get on a more plant-based diet. And and she was like, yeah, how do I do that? I don't know how to do that. But I said to her, just make half your plate greens or half your plate raw. That's an easy way of looking at your plate. If half your plate is raw, then you're okay. You understand what I'm saying? If half your plate is, this is all cooked, so this is not it. So if you made half your breakfast plate your fruits and the other half grain and protein, it's a balance and it's going to help you to lower your cholesterol. If you make your lunch plate the same, then you're fine. In lowering your cholesterol, there are other things you can do. One, you can try to beef your fiber up. You want to get at least 25 grams of fiber per day. That's one. Two, you want to include more plant-based foods, greens and fruits and vegetables. And three, for lowering cholesterol, you can also, okay, you can also use grapefruit. There's a grapefruit therapy. The grapefruit therapy is simply this. You take one grapefruit a day for 1 month. Now, if you are on high blood pressure medicine, you can't because it interferes, okay? There's counter interaction, we call that. So, but you can definitely try doing the grapefruit therapy. Eating the white also. Eating the white. When you peel it, eat that white also, and that helps to get your cholesterol levels down, helps to clean out your arteries, okay? And it's very good for weight loss too, if that's what you're looking for. Um, I'm going to go over to something better today and see if I have any notes there on lower. I do have notes there on lowering cholesterol. Um, let's see. So remember to visit our website. Remember, please, to visit our website. Naturally. All right, beautiful. Then you want to, of course, reduce your fat intake. Remember, cholesterol is only produced where? Where's cholesterol produced? Come on, my nurses. Where's cholesterol produced? Anybody can tell me? Where's cholesterol produced? Cholesterol is produced in, oops, sorry, in your liver. And so we don't need to be consuming foods with cholesterol because our liver produces it. We need it. It's a hormone that's necessary, most necessary, but we don't need to go out of our way, you understand, to have it. So you want to make sure that you're not consuming meats and dairy products. These are foods that are very, very high in cholesterol. Okay, and I won't talk about the shellfish. The shellfish is super high in cholesterol. And here in the Bahamas, we love those bottom feeders. We call them the cleanup crew, the crabs and the lobster and the what's the thing called? The conch. But they are so high in cholesterol. So when you think of lowering your cholesterol, you're looking at foods that are low in cholesterol or zero cholesterol, like the fruits, the vegetables, the nuts, and the grains are zero. The organ meats high in cholesterol. Thank you, Miss Joan. Thank you so much. Miss Joan says the liver. Thank you so much. I'm coming to your question now. right now, Miss Joanne. What else can you do? You can get something like the omega-3 fatty acids. This is found in flaxseed oil. Now, you can also, our soup is just about ready. I can smell it. Let's stir, let's stir. I'm going to take you to this pot in a minute. In a minute. It looks amazing. Woo! I'm just hoping my cousin don't pull up here, guys. Y'all pray for me here. Okay, beautiful. It's cooked. I'm going to show you two things that you can do to lower your cholesterol. See, as we're talking about cholesterol. All right. Two things very quickly. Beautiful. Then add some chia. Yesterday, that's why I did a shout out to those girls because yesterday when I went to the bank, several of the girls said they made the pina colada chia pudding and it was so good. They said everybody at the bank was like excited about it. So get the chia and then you have your flax. Okay, add your flax. You know, when you do the flax oil, it's good, but then you get the flax in its whole state, it's even better. So those are ways of lowering your cholesterol this morning. That's our lesson for today. All right? Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, beautiful. And then, of course, you can go and purchase these books. I have them online, and I don't have a copy in my hand of the other one I just came up with, the devotional book. So this one, 13 Steps to a Thinner, Healthier You. It's not just for weight loss. And this one. They're all available on Amazon. This one I have in stock here in Nassau. So if you'd like to have a copy, let me know. I'll tell you where you can find it. I will be delivering some to the Adventist Book Center on Tonic Darling today. And hopefully also we'll be carrying it at Logos Bookstore. So call over there and make sure they have a copy that you can get one today. You want one of these. These 13 principles will help to slow down that clock. Okay, it will help to slow down that clock. All right, our soup is ready. Let's get to the soup and I'll bring you with me. Let's go to the stove. Let's go to the stove. All right, give me just a second. Hold on for me. Hold on for me.
What time is it? Right time to look good and feel good. It's challenge time. Get on board with certified health coach Marlene McKinney. Global $40 weight loss challenge. Enjoy vegan meal plans, clean eating, routine exercise with awesome WhatsApp group support. Get excited. Don't hesitate. Register, forward email address via WhatsApp to 242-535-6293 or Marlene_McKinney at live.com. Don't forget to add your name as it appears on your bank card. What time is it? Life-changing time. Join the challenge. Get on board.
All right, all right, all right, all right. So now you're back with me. I have two cameras going because I want to be able to continue our conversation about what we were talking about. So my soup is just about ready for the ingredients. I thought I'd give it just about 2 minutes, and then, well, I can add. I'll start adding. So we're making pumpkin soup. I'm sorry it took so long. It took long because I didn't prep my vegetables prior to class time, and unfortunately, that's how long it had to take. Logos Bookstore is close to my area. I'll call there. Well, I have been there already. I'm waiting to hear from the manager. So hopefully he has a copy in his hand. He's reading through it. My daughter literally works there. So hopefully they'll have some in today. All right. Thank you so much for contributing to our small ministry, our large ministry, our ministry. All right. So there goes our soup. Remember, there's no hold on. There's no pumpkin in there yet, right? But the cabbage is ready. Let's check the potatoes. The potatoes could take a minute or so, but that's okay. I think we should be okay. I'll grab a bowl so I can try it. Let's see if we can finish in 10 minutes, okay? All right, so let's check it. Oh, that's finished. Look at that. It mashed so easy. Let's try another one, just to be sure. Let's try another one. Oh, that's finished. That's done. Beautiful. Let's put it right back. I'm eating late this morning. Hallelujah. So then I'm gonna add my lima beans. Yum. That's my protein. Not that the other foods don't have protein already, right? And these are plantains that I had baked and we didn't get to eat all. And I always save them in the freezer. Then I just pop them into my soup. All right, that's what you do with them. And you know what's going to add? A little sweet flavor. Yum, yum, and yum. All right. Then I'm going to add my pumpkin, season it up, and that's it. Remember, we did add coconut milk. The coconut milk is in my pumpkin, right? And there we go. Let's wash my hands. And I'll be with you in just a minute. Beautiful. All right, let's grab this pumpkin puree. I may add a little more pumpkins to that. Not pumpkin, sorry. I may add a little more coconut milk. I had added half a cup, but this is yielding quite a bit of soup. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want it to be, you want it to be creamy and rich. And the creaminess comes from the pumpkin and the coconut milk. Yum! Look at that! Look at that, Miss Joanne! Woo! I'm a noisy cook. Don't worry, when I'm finished with all this, I get to my computer, I get to work, and it's so quiet around here. Again, I miss you guys. All right. One thing I do miss about being at my shop is I miss my customers. I miss the fellowship, you know. That's the one thing I will be honest enough to say I miss. I miss that. I don't miss all the cooking. No, sir. I don't mind cooking one or two pots here and there. But I surely don't like cooking for 300 people. Oh no. Not my cup of tea at all. Okay? Not my cup of tea at all. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the rich color of that pot of soup. Oh my goodness. Who's going to try making it? I know Miss Jones says she's making it for Saba. Oh my goodness. You stir that in. Stir it there. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Beautiful, rich pumpkin soup. Oh, wow. I don't add Italian seasoning to this. I don't. Nope, 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 nope. The flavor comes from the garlic, the salt, the coconut milk, and our cinnamon or nut or cinnamon and coriander. That's where the flavors come from. Oh, that looks amazing. That looks amazing. I know, mouth watering. I know. I'm gonna add just a little more coconut milk because I want it to have a rich flavor. I want it to have some rich flavor. The flavor. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. That's good. That's perfect. All right. And I'm gonna add salt because you have to have salt. I didn't add nothing. I add nothing else to it. Now, if I think that the flavor is not right, like sometimes the pumpkin is not so sweet, you know what I would do? I add a pinch of brown sugar in there, or I do a little maple syrup in there. Okay, just a little, and it brings the flavors together. Isn't that a beautiful, rich pot? That looks so good. How many of us can tell me, oh, that don't look good? Come on. Who would say that? That looks amazing. And that, my friends, is what I'm having for breakfast this morning. I'm going to add just a little pinch of brown sugar, baby. I don't do brown sugar for me, but I'm going to add it for my auntie. I want it to taste really good for her this morning. And for her, I'll add a dash of cayenne pepper. Just a dash, not major. Cayenne is not bad. It's a good herb. It's really good for stopping and arresting heart attacks. Just a little, not much, not major. Woo! Listen, people. Let me get a spoon so I can taste it and let y'all know what it tastes like. Oh, gee. And to thicken it, you simply mash a few of your potatoes. Okay, that's what you do. You mash a few of your potatoes. That's what I do. I mash it. Just put it up against the I don't want to. I'm not holding the pot, so I'm scared. Scared it's gonna go flying over there. But that's our soup. That, my friends, is our pot of soup. Let's put a little bit in there so you can try it. Yum. I'm gonna cover it. Hold on for me. I'll put away some stuff. I got a lot going on here. My counter is filled with stuff. There we go. I'm gonna cover that. And I think our cornbread's ready. I can smell it. I can smell it. Hi, Alicia of Trinidad. Good morning. Finally caught alive. Oh my goodness. Good morning. How you doing, my sweet girl? Oh, let's see. Let's see. Listen, and I ain't lying because I don't like. If it ain't just good, it's all right. Listen, listen. We need some music. We need some music. That's how good this tastes, okay? That's how good this tastes. This is pure. Listen here. Woo! Life. Life. Woo! We're gonna end soon. I have to taste this again in front of you guys. Make you want to slap somebody. Let's go all those comments I missed earlier. Whoa, listen. Bok choy. What about bok choy? Logos? No, something about bok choy. What about bok choy? How do you cook that? We can do that. I add it to my soups. I add bok choy to my soups. I sure do. All right, I do. Listen. I'm coming back. I bring my camera over here so y'all can see me. Woo! Listen, I didn't have the cassava. If she wants some, then I'll add it. I'll send it with her son. Listen. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to go from the bottom up. I want to thank Alicia for stopping by. Thank you so much. I'm going to fill my bowl so we can have a full bowl to end on. This is breakfast. Thank you, Miss Melbourne. It tastes good. I won't be lying to y'all. This tastes like more. Okay. Let me get a nice bowl full of everything. I don't do dumplings, so I'm not gonna add. I don't want to waste it. I'll put one. I'm not a dumpling lover. Fry it, I'll eat it, but don't boil it. This sister don't want it. That actually rhymes. Woo! I'm gonna grab a plate. Hey, Miss Sonia, I see you. I see you. New one plate, hold on. Clean up on aisle one. Hallelujah, Jesus. Hold on. Gotta clean that bowl. You can't let y'all see that like that. That would not make a good finish. Let's clean that up. Oh, yes. Listen. Nothing like garlic and a little pinch of coriander or cinnamon. Listen. This is life. Oh, my spoon is humongous. Miss Joan, take a screenshot. Oops. This is good. I want to just say thank you. This is a great breakfast. This is a great way to start the day. I will pin the recipe as soon as I'm off air. I promise you I will. Thank you for joining this morning. Yes, I will be frying that. I need some now too. Me too. Thank you. She said, looks like that spicy taste. I do too. But if you don't want to add the spice, you can just simply add like let me grab my towel. You can simply add like, what's it called? Lots of garlic and onion. You know, I like to put my little Bahamian Androsia down. Listen, if you haven't tried Bahamian food, if you haven't tried pumpkin soup, simple, you gotta try it. Remember, you gotta roast the pumpkin first, and then you blend. Don't boil it. The flavor is not there. The intensity of the flavor is when you roast it. That's when the sweet taste of the caramelized pumpkin really comes through. And you get to save the skin. Now, some skins are too thick and you have to scoop it out. But if it's a soft skin, you can keep the skin and you can use it. I want to thank my sister friend who unfortunately died during COVID, her and her husband. That would be Tanya and Michelle, Shelley, Varence's mom, Mrs. Varence, beautiful lady. She was the one that told me, don't you ever let me see you peeling that pumpkin. Take it, roast it, and it will taste far better. And I thank her today. She's not here with us anymore. Unfortunately, like I said, she died. But shout out to her family, her children. Let's go to the new comments very quickly. Ooh, wait a second. Oh, you didn't remind me. Y'all, listen. How y'all could forget the cornbread in the oven? Ah! Y'all ain't good watchmen, man. Y'all ain't good watchmen, man. So I made cornbread to go with that for my auntie. Her son may be outside. Not quite yet. Let's do it. Yeah, man, Miss Varens, she was the one that told me. It was her who told me. She was such a beautiful person, wasn't she? Beautiful lady, beautiful spirit. Okay, let's see. Eugenie says, Marlon, you're so funny. I am just crazy. That's just me. Yeah, keep burning off those calories, girl. Gotta do it. Okay, roast it and then, yeah, roast it first. Yeah, she was a beautiful lady. Beautiful person. I'm going to pin the recipe. You can go over to somethingbettertoday.com for those of us who are on YouTube. And you'd like to go over there now. Right now it says pumpkin soup. I'm going to change the name to creamy vegan pumpkin soup. All right. Oh, this cornbread, that's Grammy's cornbread. That recipe is also on the website. You want to get that. Grammy's cornbread is delicious. My mom's recipe. I didn't come up with it, but listen, it's life. I'm not going to have any because it has sugar in there. So I made one for her and one for my little people that live next door. Listen, y'all have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go and say thank you to those who signed in. Can we eat cornbread? Mm-hmm. Yes, you can. Let's see. Hold on. Vanquer, Coughlin Baker, Dlamini, Natural Beauty Roll, Joan Forrester, Eustace Marie, Eustacia Jennings, hey! Zari, Vernal Williams, hey, good morning. Let's just say thank you to each and every one of you. Sonia, Eugenie, Alicia, Melbourne, Joan, Joanne, Joan from New York, Joan Delancey from Turks and Caicos Providenciales, Shar from Virginia, Eugenie from Nassau. You didn't tell me you were watching from Diamani. Lami, I don't know if I got that name right. I know I'm saying it all wrong, but I'm sorry. Don't mean it in a bad way. Jimby. And I think I got it all. Oh, Yvonne Brown. We thank you. Thank you for joining. If you want the recipe, like I said, you can go over to somethingbettertoday.com. It's a shorter version than what I'm doing here. You get the recipe itself. I want to thank you all for joining us today. And God richly bless you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Be consistent. Be intentional. Take your time and enjoy the roses while we have them. Smell them. Enjoy them. Take a nature walk if you have to. God bless you. Love you all. From my home to yours, do enjoy a warm pot of pumpkin soup today.